Hey, welcome back to Geometry Week 2. This time it's Wednesday, and we're still talking about parallel lines cut by transversals. Yesterday we had alternate interior angles, which formed the letter Z, and today we're going to change it up and work with something called corresponding angles. So same thing as your last video. Have your sheet of paper, have your pencil, give it a pause right now, write down the stuff I already have. Go ahead and draw the two diagrams I already have. Take note of the blue arrows telling you which lines are parallel to each other. And then again, when I flip to the next slide, and there's only 2 slides today, nice and short, you're welcome. But when I flip to the next slide, give it a pause and draw those 3 shapes that are there. All right, or those 3 pictures, not really shapes. All right, so give it a pause now, and then join me again. So the type of angles we're talking about today are not alternate interior. We're talking about corresponding angles. And when we find corresponding angles, we're looking for the letter F. And it's going to look different. It's not going to be a letter F. It might be upside down. It might be sideways. The legs of the F, those 2 little parts there, that are parallel to each other may be angled so weird that it looks like a crazy cursive F or a windstorm took it for a little bit of a journey. All right, so don't look for the straight F. Don't look for it to be in the same position every single time. You're going to have to use your imagination and accept some differences. All right, so same rule as what we were doing yesterday. Grab your crayon, grab your highlighter. If you didn't get one, pause it, go get one. You'll need it again for Thursday's video, by the way, spoiler alert. All right, so grab your highlighter. I guess I've got a red highlighter going. All right, we'll go with it. And we start with our parallel lines. And I see the angles are numbered, and this is important for what's coming up next. I want to stick to where those angles are. So if I just connect from here to here, angle 1 is outside of it. So I have to continue that highlighted area or that crayon colored area, or the colored area. And look, now angle 1 and angle 2 are in the little crook of the F, if it were, wrapped on both sides by highlighter. And look, my F is upside down and it looks a little different, but it's okay. I could rotate it and it would be fine. Spin this diagram upside down. All right, so angle 1 is congruent to angle 2. All right, so take a look at the second one. I spun it around just like I just said. I start with, oh, see my 3 and 4 are on the bottom? So when I highlight my parallel lines, I'm going to highlight the parallel lines on the same side as the 3 and the 4. So I'm actually going to highlight them down here. And I highlighted those first because those are the lines that are parallel. I know I have to work with those, so always highlight your parallel lines first. And then I'll extend my lines so that 4 and 3 are both wrapped up by a highlighted area. And then I can grab my pen and I can mark. I'll do a double arc. I know they're not in the same picture, but just to get you warmed up with the idea that when you have one pair of angles, 1 arc. When you have 2 pair of angles, we use the double arc. We haven't done that in a while. I haven't seen you in a long time. I'm sure you miss me. Maybe not. So angle 3 is congruent to angle 4. All right. Now, on this page, give it a pause, draw them out, label them. We haven't named angles in a while either, so I thought it'd be a good day to give us some practice. So hit a pause, go ahead and do so. I'm going to keep charging forward, so if you don't pause me, you're going to regret it later. All right, we need to find a pair of corresponding angles. So we are going to highlight those parallel lines. Segment ST, segment PO, get back in that geometry speak. And then I need to highlight a transversal that would make an F. So don't do what I do for a moment because I'm going to erase it. But if I highlight that transversal, yes, my parallel lines are connected, but did it form an F? No, and I couldn't even extend it to make an F because it stops here. So let's not do that side. Let's do the other transversal and then extend it past to make it into an F. Otherwise, we're stuck with that weird C, which will be important pretty soon, but not yet. And then I can see the 2 angles in the crook of the F. All right, if I go here, it's a different angle relationship, so we have to go on the outside of that F if it were. Now, angle. Remember, you need 3 letters. S is the vertex, so S in the middle. So angle TSP. My pen has been revolting a little bit, so please be patient with the whole idea. TSP, congruent to what will be the name of this angle. Give it a shot. I'll wait a couple seconds. P is the vertex, so drop P in the middle. And I start at O to P to R to trace that angle. So angle OPR, and make sure you have the angle symbol in front again. All right. Second one, just trying to find the corresponding angle, not solving anything yet. We'll save that for the third one. Highlight your parallel lines and find the transversal that forms an F. Now, watch what I do, but don't do it. If I connect there, is that an F? No, that's my Z. Those are my alternate interior angles. Not today. So we have to highlight the other segment that connects the two parallel lines. So I'm going to connect here. That makes my C. Not interested in that yet. So I've got to extend it, and there's my upside down F. This one was sideways, by the way. I'm sure you noticed that without me saying. Now, one angle, and then the other angle. So what is the name of this angle at the top? M is the vertex. Here I am tracing it. So angle OMN is congruent to angle, how will I name this guy? MH. Oh, there goes my pen revolting. Ooh, it worked out. And there you go. Last one, a little bit of a spoiler alert because I labeled the angles that I want to work with. But humor me anyway. Highlight your parallel lines. I'm sure you missed my do's in class. Huh? And then the transversal that's closest to the 1 and the 2. There are a lot of other corresponding angles here. I'm only concerned about the 1 and the 2. So I'm going to... It's hard to work this far over, evidently. So highlight that side. And you got this F. I know I made these way too long. It looks awkward, but you got the gist of it. And then I can mark. I think I can. Oh, this isn't good. I haven't had the blue circle of doom in a while. Okay. Can I do the pen? There we go. I have no idea what happened there. It's glitching. But now that I know their corresponding angles, I know that they're congruent. So I can say measure of angle 1 is equal to the measure of angle 2. Remember that M trick? And then I know, since measure of angle 1 is 45 degrees, and the expression representing the measure of angle 2 is 5x plus 10. You got a nice equation there to solve. We'll start by subtracting 10. Divide by 5. And x equals 7. All right. Go into assignments. Find week 2 Wednesday. And go ahead, draw those diagrams. Take a picture of it. Attach it to the assignment. And I look forward to hearing from you. We'll have one more video coming up for Thursday. All right. Hope all is well.